So... Demons. Thank God we remembered to do this.
Do you want to know what I just realized? There's one missing person.
Yeah, the last thing we uploaded...
Just like Derry, Maine.
The last thing we uploaded was our mac and cheese thing, where we talk about mac and cheese a lot, because mac and cheese is great.
Yeah.
But
in that video, there was also
in that video, she wasn't there because she couldn't make it. This video...
She got kicked the fuck out. Kidding, sorry.
This video, she isn't here because...
She's no longer? She has gracefully stepped out of the project. Gracefully, it's gracefully. Yeah, I know.
Okay. We also don't have any research done for this episode because we had another thing, but we scrapped it entirely because, God, it was too long. Like, Haley, way too long.
75 slides, mate. 72.
Okay, so, we have a different thing planned today.
And I didn't do any research.
Yeah, from now on,
it's gonna be us Look three. What role I'm filling in.
It's gonna be us three. It's gonna be me, Haley, and Katie, because Evelina has plans every Monday, despite that being the day we all agreed to record, and the only day we can all get together and do this.
And guess what day it is today?
It's Monday.
That we're filming.
It's Monday.
Even though it goes up on Friday.
So we have, some things that
Are we not doing any more housekeeping? Because I feel like there's another thing that we should talk about.
Oh, yeah. The
schedule.
reason we didn't upload for so long is I had a big drama competition, which I was awarded Best Actress, and one of the judges thought I was the best actress in the whole show, but sadly we didn't go on estates. But that's why I haven't been able to do... That's one reason. Another reason is, it takes so much to actually plan something right now. Because we have a sophomore research project.
Oh, I'm talking... Never mind. We're not getting shady tonight.
Let's not get shady. Not on the podcast.
That's not what
We've
already been shady, but like...
But, we have the sophomore research project, which is a big thing that we all have to do at our school, and it's draining and really hard to do 2 different things to research at the same time. That's not very easy. Yeah. So, for the sake...
Kills mites on reptiles.
Yeah. For the sake of easiness and the sake of actually getting something up for the people who actually listen to this, and just because it's fun for us to do,
we could do this, like, every time that we want to film.
But we don't have anything.
But we don't have anything researched.
Yeah. But we're going to read Reddit stories.
Do we have any more housekeeping? Well, this is episode 8. We have another episode we're going to have actual research, and then episode 10 is personal stories.
Yeah, which we're hoping to have Cooper back on again, because he has some more personal stories that are absolutely terrifying. And
I might be getting personal stories from people from school, too.
Yeah.
That are fucking...
Well, we'll have Cooper on to say his personal stories. But, you know what? You know what we're going to do? We're going to start talking. So, me and Katie...
Let me pull up my...
Me and Katie have picked up...
What type of cube is that? It's a thick one.
I got it with my iPad.
Oh, but that's a thick cube.
Yeah, I know it is. But, me and Katie...
I'm sorry.
Me and Katie, we've went on Reddit and we found some stories. We're not going to read all the ones we found, and we're going to let Haley... Me and Katie, we're both going to read 2 stories each, right?
Depending on how long.
Depending on how long they are.
You guys do like a medium-ish one each and then a short one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have let me count how many I have.
I only have 4. So, we're going to tell Haley the names.
I have 9.
We're going to tell Haley the names, and we're going to let her decide.
Wait, okay.
We're going to let her decide what 2 we read.
Do you want to read yours first?
Yeah, I'll read my 2 first, and then you can go.
Oh, I was just going to read all of them and let her choose which one she wants to hear from mine. Do you just want to do that?
Sure.
What? Why don't I have a bunch, but it's like, why don't you read the name? No.
I was going to read the names and let you decide what 2.
You read the names of yours, and then I'll choose what 2, and then you can read yours, and then you'll read the names.
No, how about I read the names? We should have worked this out beforehand. Yeah. I'm so stupid. I read the names, you choose what 2, she reads the names, you choose what 2, and then it goes like alternating, like I'll go, she'll go, I'll go, she'll go. Okay. How's that? Okay? Sure. So I'll read off the names. I'll also tell you how long they are a little bit.
How does it say where?
It doesn't say how long they are, just like guesstimate. So I have from /The Hidden Lover 7, I watched him create beauty. From the No Sleep Reddit. That one's really long.
Wait, was that just one title?
Yeah. I'm going to read the names as well. Might as well give credit to the people who did it. From Let's Not Meet, /AvengeP, I have Black Lipstick and a High School Stalker, which is kind of short. I have from the No Sleep, I have you/Sweet Dreams, my friend. Known, like, the title is Dear Stalker. And then I
almost got that one.
And I have from Let's Not Meet, you/Ninja Cat Powder, Creep on the Bus.
I almost got that one too.
How about how long is the bus one?
The three, like, from the high school stalker to the creepy on the bus and the Dear Stalker, those are all fairly short.
Why don't you do the one on the bus, and then what was the first one again?
I watched him create Beauty.
How long is that?
It's not, like, it won't take me that long. Actually, it might take me a little bit. But it won't take too long.
Okay, wait.
It won't be longer than my
research. This is a link of one of mine.
That's really long.
Yeah. How about we not?
No, I was gonna read that on my own because it's creepy as fuck.
So,
how about we do for you the bus one and then the
this
stalker
one's
one.
really long too.
the Dear Stalker one?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Katie?
yours.
Read some of yours. Read some of your names.
All of mine are really long.
How about then you only do one?
Yeah, you might have to only do one if they're really, really long.
Yeah, okay.
Because I didn't get very long ones.
So the first one is from No Sleep, the subreddit, and it's you/Squedgy,
Squedgy.
and it's called My New Roommate is Strange. And then the next one is also from No Sleep, and it's you/PinkEZams, and it's I just saw my death on local news.
Why don't we just link to the one that we do? Like
We'll link to the ones that we do, yeah. But we're also going to read off the names.
If we can find the link.
I'll find the link, don't worry.
Yeah, and then from my first one from Let's Not Meet, it's from you/DoubleDollX, and it said God said I belonged to him. That's the title.
Wait, what is it?
God said I belonged to him.
Oh, that's creepy.
That is creepy.
Let's Not Meet is another one, and then it's Eugen, and it's Salty Customers.
Ooh.
And then another one from Let's Not Meet is Dolly's Rot, and it's stalker stories from a hardware store. And then another Let's Not Meet one is from My Yawn, and it's called The Carpet Cleaner. And then Let's Not Meet, and it's you/Sweet Poison 02, The Elevator.
The elevator game.
And then this is from an unresolved mystery subreddit, and it's from Frankie Winters 52, and it said, "Did the army cover up a murder? The suicide of Evelina Johnson."
Ooh.
But I'm pretty sure this one's really long.
It sounds like it
No,
would
it's
be.
actually not. Okay, that's one. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
You don't have to count how many paragraphs
It's
it is.
5 paragraphs.
Oh, that's not that much.
What ones do you want?
I blanked all the titles.
Oh my god, just read the
There's
titles.
My New Roommate is Strange. I Just Saw My Death on Local News.
Oh, that.
God Said I Belong to Him. Salty Customers. Stalker Stories from a Hardware Store. The Carpet Cleaner. The Elevator. And the...
Let's do the
Army
Death
covered
on the News one.
Let me
No.
see how long that one is.
We put so much pressure.
Nope.
Yeah,
It's
it's too long.
Maybe another day. How about let's do how long is the carpet cleaner one?
Carpet cleaner. See, God Said I Belong to Him sounded the coolest to me.
Okay.
How long is that one?
Let me find it.
I'm torn between God and carpet cleaner.
Okay, this is... All of them are really long.
Yeah, she chose long ones.
How about you? What's your shortest one?
Did the army cover up a murder?
I thought you said that was your longest.
No, that's my shortest.
What's your second shortest? I think I have Vader hair on my feet.
You probably do.
Stalker Stories from a Hardware Store, but it's still pretty long.
Just read. Just pick one. It doesn't matter how long it is, Haley. Just pick one. You're taking longer.
Do the God one. How long are we? How far are we in?
We're already like 9 minutes in, and we've just been trying to decide what we're gonna read.
Oh fuck.
Read it. Just read it. It doesn't matter.
Oh, do you want me to start now?
No, I'm just saying we have
going.
time. I'll start.
Okay, then I'll just read this one then. Just this one.
What do you want me to start with? Dear Stalker or Creep on the Bus?
Dear Stalker.
Dear
Creep on the
Stalker?
Bus.
Okay. I kind of wanted to save... Actually, no. I'll start with Creep on the Bus, because Dear Stalker, I kind of want to save, because it's creepy.
What do you
Oh, have you read it?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't read any of them.
I read it to make sure it's a good story.
Did you read all of them?
All the ones... I've read most of Dear Stalker. I didn't read all of it.
Oh, I didn't read
Which
any
one
of
are you
mine.
doing?
I'm going to read Creep on the Bus.
Have you read it?
I've read this one, yes.
Okay.
Of course I was going to read them. I'm not going to read a dumb story.
Oh, I haven't read any of them.
Creep on the Bus. A few years ago, I was on my way home. I usually take the bus, even though I'm pretty uncomfortable with strangers being too close to me. But I have no driver's license, and therefore, I have not much of a choice. Anyway, I'm sitting there, next to the window, listening to music as a man sits down next to me. I don't think much of it. The bus is pretty full. I slide a little closer to the window, so that the man does not come too close to me. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice that he keeps looking at me, which makes me very uncomfortable, so I obviously look out the window and try to ignore him. I'm getting pretty nervous at this point. Luckily, we're close to my stop. As the bus driver says to stop, I shuffle around a bit and get up halfway. As far as I'm concerned, this is a normal social cue for strangers on the bus that I want to get out at this stop, and for them to let me pass their seat. Well, this guy doesn't see it that way. So I take out my earbuds and tell him politely that I need to get out and that this is my stop, and ask him to let me through. He grins and says no. I do not want to push past him because then he has direct access to my body, and I'm really anxious. I think he sees it and takes up even more space so that I cannot pass him. I also notice that he looks really unkept and double my age. I was around 26 at this time.
Ooh.
I'm also a rather petite girl, and I do not come across as very threatening or something.
I was a bus driver.
So I say again that I have to get out, and this time very loud, so that the other passengers can hear me and help me in case of emergency. The man lets me pass, but he still does not give me much space. When I finally get out and walk in the direction of my apartment, I notice that he is behind me. I get scared. It is winter, and even if it's not too late, it's very dark. In the city, not much is going on. I call my friend and ask if I can come to her, so the man will not find out where I live. We're on the phone all the way until I'm with her. When I finally arrive, I turn around for the first time. The man is still there, and he grins at me. In the apartment, we kept looking out of the window, but the man is gone. My friend walks me home later. I've not seen the man since then, but I'm still nervous about having to take the bus, and I always try to be as close to the driver's seat as possible. So creep on the bus, let's never meet again.
I like how people on the let's not meet thing, they're always like, let's not
Yeah,
meet.
because it's their stories. Like, it's their stories. Like, let's not meet again. Like, let's not do this.
I don't want to read the really long one. Can I just read the fake murder? Or suicide one?
Sure.
This is gonna be a quick episode then.
Yeah, I
If
could always read, I watched him create beauty if you wanted me to. Because I don't mind doing long readings.
Did you read that?
I did not read all of it. But basically, I can say it's about a girl who's in love with a murderer.
Ooh. Fuck. Okay.
I'm also going to read Dear Stalker, though, because I like that one. Because it's the kind of twist stuff that I love.
Okay.
Okay. So, I'm going to read the title again. Did the army cover up a murder? The suicide quotes of Evelina Johnson. I saw murder. Lavagina. Evelina Johnson was a Midwest girl who was active in her community prior to joining the armed forces and being deployed to Iraq in 2005. She was only weeks shy of her 20th birthday. Unfortunately, Johnson would have the distinction of being the first woman soldier to die in Iraq, but the circumstances behind her death have many crying cover-up. The official version from the military is that Johnson's boyfriend had ended things with her via email, which prompted her to print the emails out, burn them, then shoot herself in the mouth with the M16. Jesus.
Wow, yeah.
While you're in Iraq?
Yeah, while she was in Iraq. When her family got her body back home, her father noticed some unusual abnormalities such as bruises on his daughter's face, evidence of a broken nose that had been concealed through plastic surgery, scratches on her neck, a busted lip, and cracked teeth.
Someone probably beat her up.
The family began a private investigation, and far more disturbing details soon came out. The crime scene photos showed a blood trail suggesting Johnson had been dragged into her tent. Teeth marks were evident on Lavina's torso. The bullet
Someone bit her. Ew, that's kinky.
The bullet wound in her head was consistent with a much smaller caliber gun than the army had claimed, and the bullet trajectory seemed to hint at an execution-style shot from the top of the head, not through the mouth. Her hands were covered up by gloves that had been super glued to her skin. Her hands had serious third-degree burns on them, and her vagina had acid burns on it.
That's some torture.
Probably to help conceal a rape.
Probably.
Yeah, because totally putting acid on a vagina is totally like, oh, no rape happened here, bitch.
No, probably
it's not
to
gonna
burn
leave,
away the
it's not
semen
gonna leave
and
any
shit.
traces of semen.
The Army refused to aid the family in their investigation, forcing the Johnses to use the Freedom of Information Act to acquire details of the crime. Officially, the investigation remains open. There are graphic images online if you desire to see the crime scene and bodies.
I wouldn't want to see the crime scene or the body. I hate crime scene photos. They make me
I want to see them. Is there a link?
They make my skin crawl.
Oh, and the Generation Y podcast did an episode on the case.
Ooh.
The Generation Y.
It's a podcast.
It's a podcast about, like, conspiracy theories and crime and stuff.
Oh.
Better than ours. Much better than ours.
Super Y. Like the kids.
That was... What if they actually did cover it up? Like, what if a higher-ranking military official, like, raped her? And then because he's a higher rank, he could...
do that because she threatened to talk.
Yeah, and that's something that happened in the military for
Were the
years.
emails found on her computer, though?
Well, yeah, probably.
Because just because you print them out doesn't mean they're going to be off your computer.
But, in the military, things like that happened for years. Like, men would join it, and, like, they'd get to a higher rank. One of them, I don't remember the name of the guy, but he kidnapped and murdered and raped little boys, but he was in the military for, like, years and years.
Yeah.
And he got to, like, a high-ranking official, but when he was in a high-ranking official, he would abuse and rape his subordinates because they were a lower class than him, and he believed that's how the world worked, because he was raped for years.
And, that since they were lower ranks than him.
Yeah, that he had the ability to do that. That stuff happens, like...
that's a problem,
You'd think rape happens a lot in the military, because...
With the stories that you hear,
Yeah. Like, you never know, though. Like, the world's a scary place. So, are you ready for my next story?
What's the title again?
Dear Stalker.
I hate stalkers.
It takes the place, it takes the point of view of, I'm gonna presume a woman. I don't know, because I didn't read the whole thing. I read a little bit of it, though. It takes the point of view of a letter that someone is writing to their stalker. So.
How would the stalker get it if you don't know their address?
You leave it outside. The stalker will get it, Haley.
Yeah.
The stalker knows, like, everyone's moves. Like, that's what it is.
Every step you take, every
God.
breath you take, I'll be watching you. Oh,
okay.
Whoa.
Stop it. So, just a reminder, this is called Dear Stalkers from you/Sweet Dreams, my friend. And this was uploaded on Reddit 4 days ago. So, like,
Oh, the one I read,
Sweet dreams are made of these.
Who am I to disagree?
Oh, the one I read was posted 2 days ago. A lot of them were, like, posted, like, the top one.
Zelda.
Where is she?
She's under my bed. I have a cat named Zelda.
The one that's, like, the one that's really, really long was posted or updated 15 hours ago.
Hey, do you want me to start reading?
Hey. Got that?
Stop reading.
What is that thing?
Stop singing.
Hey. It's been so long since.
Stop.
Stop. And it's okay. Dun, 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 dun. That's two songs together.
Where's Zelda? She's behind you. Let her lay there.
Oh. Do you
Guys.
think the microphone can pick up what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay, so do you want me to get started on this?
If you want.
Dear Stalker, I know you are reading this right now. You're probably even sitting in your car across the street looking into my bedroom window.
What if we're the stalkers?
Or did you walk here? You just looked up, didn't you? Oh, it's okay. I can't see you. It's far too dark outside for me to see the creeps of this world. But I know you are there. You always are. Right behind me, without a doubt, always watching me from the sidelines, just like a shadow. I can feel your eyes staring at me, like that feeling you get when you know someone's there, watching over your shoulder. Except for me, that feeling never goes away. Thank you for making me feel terrified to leave my house. Thank you for making me feel not safe anywhere, not even in my own bedroom. I don't know why you're following me, or what it is that you want to do, or who you are. But just know that you can't stay in the shadows forever. Someday, I'm going to catch you. Please, you need to stop leaving those creepy love notes on my doorstep or the flowers in my locker at school with the cryptic messages, and please stop following me. I've lost all my relationships with my friends because they got scared by your threatening messages, which I'm sure is what you wanted, so mission accomplished. You are single-handedly ruining my life. I've tried talking to my parents about you, but they think I'm a typical teenage girl screaming for attention. And if my own parents won't take me seriously, then there's no way the police will. So I guess I will just have to take things into my own hands. My parents are currently working, which I'm sure you know, since you are sitting there, aren't you? The windows and doors are all locked, and yet here I am terrified. I don't know what to do anymore. I can't stand living like this any longer. Everyone tells you high school is supposed to be the best 4 years of your life. But thanks to you, they've been the worst. I can't do anything without the fear that you're being right there. Soon, it will be all over. You see, while you've been reading this post, you forgot to keep your eyes on my bedroom window. And even though my curtains are shut, I have a lamp on, so I'm sure you can see my shadow. Well, I just went into my mother's medicine cabinet, and, well, she had some pretty bad back pain a few months ago, and still has some painkillers left over. I've decided, since no one seems to care about me or believe in me, that I'm going to take matters into my own hands. This is the only way I will truly get rid of you. This is the better way. You'll never be able to hurt me. So I guess that's it. You won. But don't worry. I'm the one stalking you from now on.
Ooh, that's... Oh, shit. I was trying to get your attention halfway through because I had the cat.
She's so cute. Well, what'd you think?
I'm shook.
Yeah, I read that one and I was like, yeah, this.
Wait, how many minutes in are we?
We're only 21 minutes.
Oh, it's gonna be a short episode then.
Well, if you want me to read that other thing, it won't be.
Yeah.
But what'd you think? I thought it was really good. I remember I read, like, the first few lines and I'm like, I already love this.
Yeah, it was good. So, what the fuck you doing, mate?
She's so fluffy.
She's so cute. She's just gonna...
Zelda.
Little fight? Little fight?
Stop whistling at my cat. She doesn't respond to cat calling.
Ah! Meow.
Okay. How many paragraphs is this? 1,
Meow.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Jesus.
Yeah, this one's long, but it won't take me that long to read in all honesty, because some of the paragraphs are really short.
Yeah. Then go ahead then, Haley.
Do you guys want me to read this one?
What one is it?
I watched him create beauty. To be warned, it has graphic violence in it.
Okay.
So if you're triggered,
leave.
Well, it's more of just a warning than a get out. Wow, you guys are so great at listening.
I am listening. I just have a headache. So
Haley.
I'm not looking at the light. Haley, stop
I'm
bothering
playing with the cat.
Sit down.
The cat don't want to play
You can
with
play with the cat, like, when we're done.
Oh, where'd my phone go? Oh, it's over there.
So this one is called I Watched Him Create Beauty by you/The Hidden Lover 7. He was so beautiful. He didn't know I was standing there. He couldn't know. I was too shy to make my presence known.
Ooh.
In any case, I was watching him work. He was an artist. Even from the distance between us, I could tell he was in the zone. You know, that mental place artists sink into when they're working on something amazing? He was so beautiful, so perfect, and he was my everything. My eyes traced the outlines of his muscles shifting under his shirt with each movement he made. Don't get me wrong, he wouldn't be winning any Muscle Man awards, but he was strong, defined, and so tall.
Ew.
He was like a living statue, carved from the diamonds and animated by the gods. I watched him, my eyes prickled at the corners. I was watching a master at work. It was so hypnotic, I wanted to drink in every precious second. I was so lucky, so proud. Everything about this moment was priceless. I stood transfixed as he dipped his brush into the thick liquid and raised it to the canvas. I could never guess what it was that inspired his art the way he did. What it was that drove him out of the dark of night, searching relentlessly for a muse. That right someone was worthy of a gift that he had to give. The gift of art, of beauty. The guest of honor of the evening? Some nameless girl. She looked young, 23 at least. The bitter taste of iron exploded in my mouth. The way he stared at her, if he had loved her for an eternity, as if she was the only subject in all of his dreams, as if she was, oh, don't mind my Sims thing, as if she was the subject of all of his dreams, as if she was the only, as if she was his one and only. That look irritated me. He was supposed to look at me that way. He was supposed to dream of me. He was only supposed to be in love with me.
The cat just went under the door.
I can't believe she managed to do that. The logical part of my brain cut into my thoughts, but the cold, hard truth didn't feel much better. He had no idea who I was. He had no idea I even existed. I wrapped my arms around my body, fighting off the pain that had risen in my chest. It made my throat ache. It wasn't fair. He was supposed to love me. But would he love me? One day.
Katie, off your phone.
Until then, I had to be satisfied watching him from a distance, as I had been for years. A sudden, muffled scream caught my attention. I had to pull myself out of my mental muzzings. This was my favorite part of watching him work. He picked up his scalpel and lowered it to the young girl's exposed stomach. He was so careful, he sliced through the strips of pale flesh from her body. It was so grotesque. He cut away any stray pieces of skin, and it hit the concrete floor with a loud, wet plop.
How the hell is he? If he's a murderer, why isn't he being careful enough to make sure this bitch ain't watching him?
It gave me chills. It was enthralling. When he'd finally get to skin the look the way he wanted, he would pin it to the canvas with rusted nails. The only way someone with a beautiful mind like his could have come up with.
Fucking Buffalo Bill.
He was so amazing, so creative, so confident of every move he made, every piece of flesh that was placed, every stroke of blood that he added to his artwork. He was just so perfect. I watched the way his beautiful brown eyes softened every time he looked at the girl. He just stared into her eyes as if he was looking into her soul, studying it, judging it. He looked into her and deemed what he saw worthy to be a part of his painting, and he wasn't wrong. She was stunning. Innocent, oval-shaped face, big, wide green eyes, the color of grass in the spring, smooth, pale skin that she clearly took very good care of. No marks, no scars, only an adorable sprinkle of freckles across the bridge of her nose. The shoulder-length blonde hair curled with tiny ringlets, a small pouty mouth with bubblegum lips. Admittedly, she was gorgeous, hands down the prettiest one I've seen him bring into his hideout yet. And there had been many over the years to compare to. Yes, she was gorgeous, but boring. She needed to change into something that was beautiful, yet fascinating, vile, yet revered. My brain could see the why he chose her. My heart, however, writhed with pain and hate towards the girl with no name. At least, not with one that was important to me. I hated her because she would never understand the gift she was given. She didn't see the beauty in what she was going to be turned into. I watched her fat tears run down her rosy cheeks. It was moments like this, though, that reminded me just how special he and I were. Only we could understand the magic of the girl's experience. Only we could see the effort that was being put into the canvas to create something new, something wonderful. We had an undeniable connection, and he would see that one day. Another pang of irritation hit me as I watched him raise his hand and smoothly rub the girl's head in an effort to calm her, streaking her blonde locks with the vibrant red of her blood. There was so much affection in that one movement, and the girl, that stupid bitch, flinched away from his hand as if she was afraid. How dare she? She made my blood boil, but it gave me sick pleasure to see that fear so deep in her eyes. He was so gentle, so amazing. How could anyone fear him? I rolled my eyes and watched the girl struggle and pull at the ropes keeping her bound to the chair. She was getting weaker. She was tired. She was in pain. It would be over for her soon. I could hear the muffled cries from behind the gag in her mouth. It was like music. In his art, his movements were the performance that made it beautiful. Each strip of flesh took from her, each agonized cry that was torn from her. It was worthy of Broadway. It was beautiful. Her blood and tears flowed freely. In the light, her eyes were fading rapidly, and then she was gone. Maybe in death she would understand how lucky she had been. How she had truly ascended a simple physical beauty and reached something higher. I tore my eyes from her and looked back to the canvas. My mouth dropped in a silent gasp. My heart raced and a single tear hit my cheek. It was so beautiful. Maybe the best I'd seen him do yet. The dark and drying blood contrasted with the rich and still wet blood on the surface. The pale bits of flesh sprinkled over the canvas. The rusted nails dripping with blood. And the way he had pinned her skin. The directions it was going in. It made my mind race with images. It was so abstract. So full of life. It was so pure. So breathtaking. I can only assume he agreed. I watched as he sunk down onto his knees in front of the now finished piece. Minutes passed. He just stared, silent, as if he was trying to believe his own hands made something so wonderful. Time froze as I watched him drink it all in. And then it happened. He smiled. His smile wasn't perfect. His two front teeth crossed one over the other, so slight, but still noticeable. The rest were straight, but slightly yellowed. The flaws in his smile made my heart melt. They made him even more perfect in my eyes. My love for him made my heart want to explode. It pumped through my veins like the strongest drug. A satisfied chuckle rumbled through his chest. He was so proud of what he did, what he created, what he had achieved. These moments were so precious. Sometimes he would finish a new piece, and I could just sense the disappointment in him. The way his head would hang, the sadness in his eyes. There'd be something just slightly off about the picture, and I could tell he looked at it like it was a failure. Those moments always made me want to reach out, hug him, kiss him, tell him everything would be okay. But moments like this, they were beautiful. Eventually he stood and moved to get his camera. The only bad thing about his artwork is it was very fleeting. Only so many hours could pass before the blood dried into one big brown mess. So only so many days could go by till the skin started to decay. Only so much time could pass until it started to smell. He had to capture its beauty while it was still fresh, still new. In the pictures, beauty can last forever. In pictures, you can revisit that moment whenever
it'll last longer.
you can revisit that moment when everything was wonderful. I wanted so badly to step forward, to say something, anything, to offer my heart and soul to him and tell him how much I loved him, how much I adored him, tell him how special his artwork was, how amazing he was. I wanted to rejoice in the aftermath of his masterpiece with him, by his side, but I couldn't. He would think I was crazy. And what if he rejected me? I would be crushed. I'd be heartbroken. My will to live would be gone. I took a step back, deeper into the shadows that hid me in my hiding spot, my eyes still glued to him and his artwork. With a silent sigh, I turned and made my way through the maze of pipes that led to his hidden art room, leaving him to his cleanup process in peace. One day, he would know I existed. He will love me. He will be mine. Soon.
The fuck? Where are Dana and Brandon going? To a concert. Oh wait,
you realize what we're doing.
Oh shit! I forgot we were recording.
Yeah.
How many minutes do we have?
We're only like 30 minutes in.
Holy
33.
crap.
Okay.
So what do you think?
That was fucked.
One of the comments is, so is this a case of one psycho stalking another? And then the Hidden Lover 7 responded with, we are not psychos. We are bound to the stereotypical boring views of beauty. We must see beyond that, and it connects us. Don't be so close-minded and try to understand what the beauty of it all is. We were all meant to be, and he won't disagree with that.
Ew. Wait.
I love, like, that was
really good.
Yeah, I like that story.
Yeah, it was good, but it was...
It really was.
Yeah.
Like, oh boy. What does that remind me of? God. What was it?
What?
It was in a show.
American Horror Story?
Yeah, I think it was. I don't remember what it was, though.
I don't know either.
I don't know either. But there was a guy, I think it was an American Horror Story, it might have been something else. But there was a guy who was obsessed with the way, like, the bodies looked. And he wanted to make sure they looked, like, beautiful. Like, they were art to him.
I'm just thinking Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs. That's all I'm thinking
Well,
about.
you know, that might be it, but I don't really think that's what I'm thinking of. So yeah, that's my stories. I have another one, but I don't really want to read it. I'm kind of tired from reading so much. Yeah, I like Reddit stories though, and I'm actually glad I got to read the He Watched Him Create Beauty, because I haven't read the whole thing. I was gonna read it afterwards, but I didn't even know half the stuff that was gonna happen in it. Oof.
I would read another one, but all of mine are like
yeah, all yours are
like
really
50
long.
paragraphs.
Well, mine was around like 20-ish paragraphs, but a lot of the paragraphs are really short.
Yeah, all of them. I'm just gonna have to read mine in my own time, I guess.
We should definitely do this again, though. The Reddit stories, because
that was a quickie.
It is a really short one, but it's really nice. I like the Reddit stories. They have, like, Reddit has such a charm to it. She wants her phone. So, yeah, that's basically going to be...
Don't look at my things.
It's going to be the end for that part. Is there anything
Hi,
else?
it's 4:20.
Oh my god, we ended exactly at 4:20. Is there anything else that is needed to say? Oh
my
my god.
phone's very greasy from my fingertips. I think, yeah, we already said that it's just going to be us three now.
Yeah.
And then maybe every so often we'll bring on a guest, but like...
Yeah,
it really depends.
for like the 10... Every 10 is when we're going to do personal stories.
Yeah.
So it's going to like 10, 20, 30.
30,
Like,
40,
those are all going to
50,
be personal
60,
stories.
70, 80, 90, 100.
100 might be the special thing. We might have... It probably won't
Face
be...
reveal.
Oh my god. It probably won't be personal stories, but it'll definitely be...
Vlog.
Oh my god, no.
Vlogmas 2K18.
No.
Coachella.
It's definitely going to be something special.
Coachella.
Oh, do you want to... we might as well say the joke that I came up with. I said for our 100th episode, we should do a pussy reveal.
Yeah,
because we have cats. We both have, like, us three, we all have cats. Ew, Haley.
Haley just farted in it.
I have my before-mentioned cat, Zelda, and then Haley and Katie have their cat, Squirt, so...
We could just, like, have them with us when we're filming.
Cooper said he'd put his dog in, like, cat ears and say it's a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that sound for...
Sounds lit. And we're talking about this as if we're going to get to 100. We're on our 8th episode.
Yeah, as if it took us forever to get to our 8th episode, if we're going to be totally honest.
Literally, it'll be our senior year when we're on our 100th
Oh
episode.
my gosh, probably. Hopefully, episodes will be going up every Friday. Hopefully.
Yeah.
If it's not up on Friday, it'll be up on Saturday.
Yeah, like, anytime between Friday and Sunday.
It'll be up sometime on the weekend, and hopefully it's going to be every time. Who's tapped out for next episode? I know I am. So you two have to have research?
Yeah.
Because I'm tapped out for next
I have
episode.
research on, I think. Yeah, I do. I could talk about, I have research on. I have, like...
Well, you don't have to do anything,
I
like,
have until,
insane.
like, episode...
You could just do a really, like...
12?
You could do, like, a little quickie thing. Like a one-off murder or something.
I have...
Or you could talk about a ghost story. Ooh.
Yeah, we haven't done any of those.
I know. We did one ghost story. Right? We did Bloody Mary.
That was me. Oh, yeah. I did Wendigos.
And Wendigos.
But we really haven't done any paranormal stuff.
Well,
But that's
a
more
lot of
like
our
the
personal
personal- yeah.
stories are paranormal because we don't have any personal encounters with a murderer. I mean, we might, but we don't know. So, basically,
It's
we're gonna end it here. If you guys enjoyed the Reddit stories thing,
let us know.
we
Comment
might
down
do
below.
we might do them again
Yeah,
because
and
it's
comment
nice.
your own personal stories, or email us at sodemonspodcast@gmail.com.
Fucking shining shit right there.
Ha!
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
So, yeah, we hope you enjoyed our shorter episode. I feel like people enjoy shorter episodes, but they're probably gonna be shorter now that it's only 3 of us, and only 2 of us are gonna be doing a story each time.
Yeah, that'll be.
We could honestly even do it where only one of us does like a thing, but
Yeah.
If one of us does a long one, then yeah.
yeah. But yeah, how's that?
Yeah.
Let's end it here, guys.
It's always awkward trying to
Ending
figure
it.
out how to
I
end it
know.
at a good
I know it is.
at a good time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you already heard our email. I'm not saying it. They can say it if they want to.
Podcast@gmail.com.
It'll be linked below.
It will be linked below.
Is episode gonna eight gonna embark on our new era, or is it gonna go in the Demon Days playlist?
It's gonna go on the Demon Days.
Okay, do you want to? Well, we can just have a new playlist after.
Somewhere.
After 10.
Yeah, each 10 will have its own.
Yeah, each little thing. And because I can't part with the So Demon Days thing. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, we'll just have to keep finding more puns or something.
Well, it's not really a pun. It's more of just like a reference.
Yeah.
You know, because I love that
So,
album. Demon Days was like my favorite album.
We
Because
should
it has...
when we
Yeah. Cut me off. Why don't you?
I'm sorry. I'll talk about it when we finish filming.
Because it has, of course, yeah. It has it has
The Saturn.
Fire. No, Saturn Bars is not in that. Is that one? Saturn Bars is in their new
Saturn,
one.
yeah. Demon Days is
It's their second one.
Is that
That's the
one
one
They
that-
have 4?
That's the one that has Feel Good Inc.
I
Yeah.
thought
No, Demon Days is Feel Good Inc. Gorillas, the Gorillas
album is the one with Clint Eastwood.
yeah, which is like one of their more
In
known
19-2000.
songs. And a whole
right?
bunch of and 552, which is really good. God, we need
All right,
to
we need to stop.
Yeah, we need to stop.
We need to stop.
Okay, goodbye, everyone. Have a lovely day.
Happy Easter. Yeah.
Oh my god, just have a lovely day. Goodbye.
Easter.
What the fuck?
God.
Okay.
Yeah, do you turn the music off? We don't want copyright.
That was on my Disney website. We're testing. Anyways, that's
Well,
not
yeah,
what
but
we're
don't you put these at the end?
sometimes. Okay.
If
Speak.
Ugh.
Speak.
Hello.
Speak. Oh wait, she's not here.
Please put that at the end.
No.
Do it.
Okay. No. Okay.
We're
no.
gonna have to do that at the beginning.
Yeah.